start. Oh, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be watching Za talk.
Listening
Listening to Za talk. All right, go Za.
Start my timer now.
You're 13 seconds in. Ignore the noise in the background.
Okay. Basketball.
Okay.
Bam. Two B's. Two amazing words. You know, Reyhan, I'm gonna start off by asking you a question. What's
Okay.
the most points you ever scored in a basketball game?
The most points I ever scored in a basketball game was 32.
Wow, it's very impressive, Reyhan.
Thank you.
Reyhan, how much did your team score that game in total?
Like 55.
55. So let's say you had 32 out of your 55. That's about 50%, right?
It's a little bit more.
So, Reyhan, let me ask you this.
Okay.
How much did the other team score?
57.
57 points. Okay. And what level was this?
SAA. It was a rec league game.
So this was a professional rec league game.
That was not professional.
Non-professional rec league game. So you'd say you'd been playing with not the best players, right?
I would say I wasn't playing with the best players.
Okay. Well, did some of these people hoop? Did some of these people not hoop?
I think that's a fair assessment.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
You know, just recently, in probably the best league ever for the sport of basketball, Bam Adebayo became the second highest scorer in league history. A player not known for his offensive skills or defensive skills, or any skills really. Okay, just a young kid from Africa who really shocked the league and his country for even being where he is today. You know, we've seen historic nights from great players like Wilt Chamberlain, you know, like
Right.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that's true.
No one would expect Bam to be up there with those three.
So
Those
what
two.
makes Bam so special?
That's the thing. That's what I'm getting at. So, Bam Adebayo scored 83 points to make him the second highest scorer in the league history at the highest level ever.
That is impressive.
And, you know, you scored 32. That's nice. You put Bam in that same league you were playing in, he probably scored 2,000.
That is probably true. There's levels to this.
So what makes this so special is, you know, usually when a great player has a great night, there's only one player that can predict that. LeBron James. You know, when Devin Booker dropped 70, he said, "Oh, I feel like he's going for 70." You know, when Kobe dropped 80, he's like, "Oh, I woke up and I thought Kobe was going to drop 60." But he didn't expect that with Bam.
That is true.
And that's what makes him so special, because he's not known for his scoring. Because he typically scores around 20 points. And 80 plus is what makes it even more impressive. So, how did he score these points? You know,
Okay.
he's a very strong player. Would you consider yourself a strong player?
I would not consider myself a strong player. I'm 5'9", 160.
Mm.
How much does Bam weigh, would you say?
About 230.
Okay. How tall is Bam Adebayo?
6'11".
So what do you think makes him a strong basketball player?
I think what makes him an amazing basketball player is his strength, his size. But the way he got those points was shooting threes. Even more unlikely from his game.
But in that game, he shot below 40% from three, which is considered bad for NBA players. So how does that affect the greatness of that game?
You know, he just really defied the odds. I can't even lie. Scoring 40% from three and still dropping 83 points is just very impressive. It's
That is true.
literally impossible to think about. So, okay. So, Ryan, let me ask you another question.
Okay.
Where were you when Bam scored 83 points?
I was with you, actually. We were watching the game together, studying for our tests coming up. but then we heard Bam Adebayo was doing amazing,
Mm.
and we had to tune into the game.
Mm.
I have a question for you.
Mm.
So, what makes Bam Adebayo's game so special compared to the other players that have scored similar amount of points?
Mm. Okay. So, you look at Kobe, you look at Wilt, right? Wilt scored about 100 points, but there's no footage.
That is true.
There's no footage of it. It's a ghost story.
It is.
So how can one believe a ghost story?
I agree with you.
I don't find it impressive. I need to see it to believe it. Kobe's 81, very impressive. But that's Kobe Bryant. That's one of the greats.
We know he's going to score.
Bam, I don't even know if Bam's going to make the Hall of Fame.
So you're saying that the greatness of the game is tied to the legacy of the player.
Mm.
Because Bam Adebayo is an unknown basketball player,
Mhm.
his 83 points matters a lot more.
I think it's more about Bam Adebayo showed that anything
Is possible?
is possible. Okay?
That is
So
inspirational.
even the word impossible says I'm possible.
That's inspirational.
Reyhan, let me tell you this. If Bam could score 83 points at the professional level, you can score 83 points at the professional level.
I don't know about that. I would like to disagree on this one. I don't think that I could score at the professional level. He still would be the best basketball player at Purdue by a landslide.
So this just shows that a typical role player in the NBA could still show dominance.
I would like to disagree that he is a role player, considering he has multiple All-Star appearances and championship appearances. What makes Bam a role player to you?
Well, when he's dropped 83 points, he wasn't the best player on his team. I think Tyler Hero's the best player on his team.
What makes Tyler Hero a better basketball player than Bam Adebayo? Considering there are two sides to the basketball game, defense and offense.
Well, you see, when you think Heat basketball, you don't think of Bam Adebayo.
Well, now I do.
Now you do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I agree to your disagreement.
Look at us coming to common ground.
He proved everyone wrong dropping 83 points, and he just gave hope to everyone out there and inspired me and you to show that anything is possible. And 83 points is historic no matter who you are. There was people arguing saying it wasn't the best 83 points. 40 of the points came from the free throw line. Which is true. But they're not excluding the fact that he was getting triple teamed and they had to foul him to stop him from scoring.
Because he was that unstoppable.
He was that unstoppable. You know, this just shows that his 83 points might have been harder than Wilt's 100. The competition today, I don't know if Wilt could drop 100. I don't even know if Wilt could drop 50 in today's league. He played in a league with no three-point line.
Plumbers.
Yeah, played with plumbers. He played in a league where no one was even close to his height.
That is true.
Which makes it a lot easier.
There are no rules back in the day.
Has to score on Victor Wembanyama, who's 5 inches taller than him.
I mean, not that game, but I do get what you're saying. To summarize your point, you're saying that Bam Adebayo's greatness is coming from the fact that he's giving hope to people that are not superstars in the league, that they too could be at that level and score such high numbers of points. And you're also saying that since Bam Adebayo did it so recently in a game not in favor of players scoring such high volume of points, Bam Adebayo's greatness is just that much more than just scoring 83 points. So him scoring is a phenomenal feat, but what else came with the points is what the true legacy is built. To summarize, I think that is a great point. You are doing a fantastic job.
I appreciate you for
I understand what you're feeling. Since you watched this game in person, I understand. We watched it together. Mm-hmm. I understand how you must be feeling talking about a player that inspired you to be who you are in this moment right now.
Yeah, Bam really opened my eyes and a lot of other people's eyes that day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna end off on this.
Not yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna end off, but I'm gonna talk about this quote.
Okay, talk about this quote from Bam Adebayo.
The quote you said actually.
Oh wow.
That night.
It was?
You said, "If Bam could do it, I could do it." That's a logo. That's a whatever slogan that I'll live by to the day I die. I think that was the best night of my life. I really think that night just opened my eyes and showed me that, no one expected that night to happen, but it was an unforgettable memory for me as a fan watching it, and for other fans watching it, and just even Bam.
I'm glad that night resonated with you. But what made that night so special? Was it just Bam Adebayo's game, or was there something else that made it special?
It was the fact that I woke up that day and didn't think that history was going to be made in my favorite sport.
And history was made in your favorite sport?
I've never witnessed such a great game before. I've only heard stories. And to see that with my own eyes and to be there and experience it, I'm going to tell my kids that Bam Adebayo was better than Jordan. Because did Jordan score 83?
No.
I don't think so. Did he even come close?
No. He didn't. Do you think, where does Bam Adebayo rank on the all-time players list now after this game?
I think before this game he was definitely all-time players list. He was about like 300 something.
Probably less.
After this game, he's top 3. He's top 3. I
think that's a good take.
That's a great take, actually, because top three players are Wilt, Bam, and Kobe. No other players have scored this much points, and I think I'm gonna end off by just saying, if you are ever struggling, you're in a place where you don't know what to do, Bam did it first. And if Bam could do it, you could do it.
That was phenomenal. Thank you for your time today, Hamza. Ahmed Khan.
Yo, cut the vid.
Thank you guys for watching me listening to Za talk about Bam Adebayo. Bye.